Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 64 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Two yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players. It gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corrlled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Peters. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. The second down throw now from Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Donaldson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Peters. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now.
Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen, guys, so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
2nd down and 6 now.
Back to throw. Ford. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Looking to throw. Ford. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he will find his man on the outside. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 64 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
They'll run on 1st down. Donaldson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you look at this defense,
this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Stroud.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Now Stroud.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Stroud to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, the Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
They'll run out of the gun with Moss.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
San Juan now getting set to take over on offense.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Stroud looking to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Ford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They work now on 2nd and 9.
As they've got it as we resume action. A throw over the middle, taken in. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down. 4.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Donaldson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now here's Stroud.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ford. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Ford. Snead's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Peters. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. Stroud. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On first and 10, Ford. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. On first down, they'll start out with Moss.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw. Ford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it was.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. Third and 1, Stroud.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that?
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Stroud off the play fake.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball, batted away. But, boy, they missed a big chance there.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Well, the Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Ford. He completes it to Snead. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you...
They'll go up the middle here with Morris. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. second down.
On the counter, this is Moss. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Taking it about the 1. San Juan's offense ready to get started again.
I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And it is caught. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away.
And the ball is knocked out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A solid chunk there, 15 yards.
Moss on the give up the middle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Operating from the gun, Ford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Moss is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dragons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Stroud going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Peters.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That gets him the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time, and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
He finds his man complete. That's Peters. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now Stroud.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
This is 1st and 10. Stroud.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Stroud to throw it.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Honolulu,
that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for San Juan,
they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.